Hello everyone, this is Brandon Despia. I hope you're having a great time on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel with the new Dark Magician of Destruction card. I have a few replays for you just so you can see and demonstrate. I want to demonstrate for you how you should be playing this card in your branded deck. There's two very specific ways you could run it in branded that's pretty common. And I just want to go over it really quickly. So we don't have it in the TCG yet, but I do think that I am going to be attempting to run this package, a small version of this package, in my larger branded builds, just for because it's just really fun, and I love playing Dragoon. So we're going to start with this first match, just so you can see. I'm not going to really play the full match, but I do want to show you how the combo works. There's pretty much two ways you're going to be making Dragoon in the branded deck. And it's going to be through branded, from the effect of Diabellstar, through Diabellstar, or you're going to be doing it through Fusion Deployment. So here goes the Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils. We're going to get the Diabellstar, and then we're going to immediately go ahead and special summon it, sending the tragedy to the graveyard. Effect activates to get the Deception of Sinful Spoils. This is the spell card that we could potentially just activate right there if we didn't have the Seeker. But we'll go ahead and special summon the Dark Magician of Destruction. Now we have Gaze of Timaeus. We'll tribute that same fusion monster to get the hell out of Zamina, since the Gaze of Timaeus can special summon it with the Dark Magician in the graveyard, and the Dark Magician of Destruction does count as Dark Magician in the grave. But this combination lets us make an Ilya Sylvia and a Dragoon. I did summon here the Clem here so I can have an opening play for to safely get the branded fusion. And now Gaze of Timaeus is going to get the Dragoon here. So as you can see, we have pretty much a very strong cover for our branded fusion. So, and I love being able to go into one or both of these very quickly, so that I can prevent my opponent from ashing it or using any type of cards to stop my branded fusion. So really like that, and obviously at this point this is essentially fully interrupted, and with the Wanted we can get to draw an extra card, which is really neat for us going into considering we want to use an extra discard for Dragoon. So we're going to the Red Albion play, and this is going to basically lead into Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. Right? So Red Albion goes into Rubellion, and Rubellion discards and goes into Mirror Jade, and we'll go ahead and take that Red Albion, put it in the graveyard for the Visceral Rebellion, get the branded loss, and then set the branded banishment during the end phase through the effect of Albion, the branded dragon. And this is really pretty much what you should be expecting out of your full power branded board in this current meta for Master Duel. If you're playing full branded, well, I'm playing Azamina branded. It's specifically because I want another starter to make Dragoon, and it's just a really powerful engine for branded now. Honestly, everyone should probably run this. But anyway, don't worry about the maxi, don't worry about it. Pretend I didn't even activate it. So we're gonna go ahead and use Sylvia to negate here. He's going to do a bunch of stuff. We're going to banish this monster and chain to activate branded banishment, and go ahead and make the Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. Now, in this scenario, we didn't even activate Dragoon yet, so that was technically a bad play there. But in terms of layering everything, so we should have used Dragoon second, and then chain to make Light and Darkness Dragon Lord, so that way this doesn't accidentally get a chain blocked by the lad here. But we do have branded loss to get us a Mercurier if we want to, off of the fusion summon. But we're not gonna do it in this case. You could potentially do that. Just remember, by the way, that during the end phase, if you made this card, this Dragoon, then you're gonna have to through the Gaze of Timaeus, it's gonna get banished. So you definitely want to be able to use its effect before before it banishes itself. And since it was properly summoned, if you find a way to put it in the graveyard before the end phase, before the effect of Gaze of Timaeus, and then you can special summon it again through something like Albion, the Sanctifier Dragon. Now you're completely, totally fine. Or even the Secretarion, since it's a spellcaster. So keep that in mind as well, so you can properly negate that banish effect during the end phase. Now now I'm gonna go ahead and pick. I think this is the match right here. But, we're gonna go through one more match just to show you how strong Branded is now, even against the top decks in the game right now. This should be against K9, Vanquish Soul. And I am running a 50 card build here, so very strong hand. We're going to start with the fusion deployment and immediately try to get the Dark Magician out. We want that Dark Magician destruction now. We want that Dragoon. We have Branded Fusion in our hand, absolutely crazy. So we're going to go straight into it and gaze at Timaeus. Going to make Dragoon immediately. And since we use Dark Magician to do this, it does have the pop effect. Quem's going to go ahead and send the Cartesia, and now we're going to activate Branded Fusion. Completely safe from any disruption, like the Ash Blossom. We're gonna go just the basic red Albion play here. Nothing's too fancy, but we do have the Quem, so that Cartesia's coming out. Go ahead and to fuse again into Lubellion the Searing Dragon, activate effect, and chain to make Grand Guignol Mirror Jade. Alright, cool. Now, you may notice I did accidentally discard a card here. We kind of went a little bit too far here in our play. We should have made sure we had an extra card in our hand, but we did, and we were feeling kind of dangerous here, and he didn't have anything about it to deal with it. Oh, actually he did. Whoops. Izuna. I forgot about that card, huh? So Izuna is going to go ahead and get the Lupus in the graveyard. We don't care. We have Mirror Jade to respond to it. Not really a big deal. He's going to try to bring it out. We don't. Now he activates the effect. We'll respond in chain and get rid of the Lupus. Big whoop. Now this is essentially, this is one match where I did make a mistake, and I wanted to point it out to you guys. Make sure, because you know, now you have extra monsters that are going to be on the field with this Branded deck, and I accidentally did not put one of my fusion monsters in the slot here, so now I have to modify what I do during the end phase. Otherwise, I was going to make a Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. I still could potentially put it down there and then wait for him to maybe make a mistake, or I would, you know, activate Grand Guignol's effect. I was thinking about doing that, but unfortunately I only run one Guiding Quem, and I don't really run anything in my extra deck for it to go through, just so I can make room for the Dragoon package. So I kind of screwed myself up here, but we'll see if it's gonna, you know, cost me the duel. We do set the Branded Retribution. We do have 2 fusion monsters in the graveyard, so I think we'll be okay. All right, goes into a Ripper here. That's okay. We have a negate for that. They try to use that to fusion the special summon in Dawn. Not gonna happen. We use Retribution. We actually put back the Mirror Jade because we did use its effect. The plan was to potentially use Quem along with you know, with its the albaz in the graveyard, and then make another potential fusion summon. So, all right. So we were ourselves in a really bad position by doing this. But anyways, and now our opponent makes a really dumb decision, because you're gonna see he takes the Dragoon here, right? Now, like I said before, because we use the effect of Gaze at Timaeus, that Dragoon was gonna go away. So what he should have did was wait for the albaz to come out and then activate its effect in response to albaz activating its effect. Then he would have completely negated the you know, its ability to change the duel back around. So look at that, another Mirror Jade. Whoop-de-doo. Get a Mercurial to add that insult to injury, and that's game. Okay. So I think people are gonna get used to it eventually, but yeah, if Dragoon is summoned by the effect of Gaze at Timaeus, then unless you think your opponent's going to be able to put it in the graveyard and resurrect it somehow, which is actually going to be pretty interesting once we get the Fallen and the Virtuous, then you should just leave it on the board, especially after it's used its negate. You know what I mean? It's going to banish itself. All right, let me check this one last duel here, just for shits and giggles. We're going to see what I did in this match. I don't remember. But I do. I really love 60 card Branded, so I'm probably playing 60 card here. Yeah, I have grass. Now this hand is absolutely bonkers. Because if I go grass and I send a Dark Magician through the effect of this card, and I'm probably just gonna go straight into Gaze and Timaeus and make a free Dragoon that can pop things. This is not really fair. Yeah, and we did open up in the Stellar the White Forest, so I'm really hoping we get a Dark Magician here. If we don't get a Dark Magician in the graveyard, then I'm going to activate a Stellar's effect to special summon the Cartesia from the deck, make a Grand Guignol, and dump the Dark Magician so I can make Dragoon anyway. A lot of great cards going in the graveyard there. We didn't really get what we wanted there, but I'm a little annoyed that I couldn't thrust off of this, but you know, I needed to discard. Alright, now we go ahead and make Dragoon, like I mentioned before, with Gaze the Mayas, dumping the Dark Magician. We're going to pop that. Because we did use Dark Magician, the OG Dark Magician we can pop. So that actually is very effective against the K9 package. If they do end up trying to do something on your turn with their with the Azuna or the Lupus, I think it's called the Lupus, right? Anyways, you can just essentially stop it. Now, again, very careful about be very careful about what I just did here, because I don't have a way to negate this. So I kind of just went balls to the wall here, was having a blast, didn't care. But I could have definitely lost if I wasn't able to get a fusion monster in the graveyard, because then I don't have any cards in my hand to discard for Dragoon's effect. So, but he doesn't have anything. I felt like I was pretty safe, so we're gonna go ahead and add this card in my hand just to have a card to discard, and now we can just go into our play once again. We had Mags in this deck, so this gets the Serenir, Cartesia goes in our hand, Branded Banishment, and we're just off to the races here. And not sure if I needed to go here. I could have went Mirror Jade here instead, but I was just kind of messing around with the combos here. If I was playing against Draco Tail, I'd 100% just start with Secretarion and then just negate the spells from here. Negate the spell, and then I would change to Light and Darkness Dragon Lord. So that's kind of what I was practicing. Alright, so we're going against Vanquish Soul. We're going ahead and just pop that field spell, so he can't just make his monsters give his monsters protection. And by the way, one of the monsters for Vanquish Soul is a dragon. I believe it's called the Caesar Vallis or Caesar Vallius. So technically, Secretarion Dragon could have done something, but honestly, I should just went Mirror Jade instead. Mirror Jade just slaps this deck, right? But yeah, I guess we'll just finish off the duel here. Alright, guys, goes into his normal summon. He tries to bring out his second monster and responds. We're gonna go ahead and go straight into Lad, and he gets the Holly Suit. So Holly Suit's not gonna Holly Suit's not gonna do anything. Yeah, go right ahead, Frank. Go ahead. Yep. Bring that out. Yep, ain't doing nothing. Right, goes into Rocket the Vanquisher. Okay, very nice. Doesn't really matter. We're negating, and you're done. Yeah. Absolutely phenomenal. And this was kind of what I wanted to do once I learned about the new Dark Magician of Destruction. My question that I'm trying to figure out right now is, do I like playing it in like a 45 card build, or like a 50, 60 card build? The 60 card build felt really good. It was super gas, super strong pushes. The 45 card, the smaller builds, I just feel like it was too easy to get multiple copies of cards. So that's my concern with the build right now that I'm trying to figure out. I even tried to lower some of my 3-ofs to 2-ofs just so I wouldn't see it, just so I lower the chance of seeing doubles. I'm adding hand traps in there, and even then, it just didn't feel that great. So, at least maybe I was just having bad luck or something. But that's what I wanted to show you guys real quickly, just so you can get so you too can use the Dark Magician in your and bring back Dragoon in your branded deck. I think all the branded players love playing Dragoon. They just don't, because there's a lot of issues sometimes running Dragoon, investing all those resources into it. But now with the Dark Magician of Destruction, we can kind of just one card combo it, with fusion deployment, or maybe a 1.5 card combo with Diabell Star. So I really like that. So I'm going to continue playing this deck, and hopefully I can get it a diamond. I haven't been playing Mass Duel in a while, but we'll see what happens. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know what you think of running Dark Magician of Destruction in your branded deck. Take care.